Hey guys, I'm Mike Schweitzer with Mercy Me here for the Pro Lessons gear review. I'm going to give you a little taste of what has become my favorite overdrive pedal, dare I say, of all time. I've gone through a slew of overdrive pedals in my years and been several that I've fallen in love with. One company in particular that I think is knocking it out of the park is JHS pedals. Most recently they've developed what they probably wouldn't even describe as an overdrive pedal, but it's so usable in so many ways as an overdrive pedal. And that's what I'm going to talk about today is the JHS Color Box. I use it in my current live situation as kind of my first stage overdrive. It's really transparent. I can show you that right now. I normally leave my compressor on all the time, but for the sake of you hearing the true tone of the pedal itself, it's going to be just the JHS into a Tyler Amps PT14 Prince tone, and I'm going to be playing it on this Telly with some Portertron Porter pickups. That's my clean tone. You'll notice you can dial this pedal into where it doesn't really change anything. However, you can make it do any kind of overdrive sound you want. It's got a fantastic 3-band EQ on it that you can get tons of character change out of, as you can see. You can even overdrive it with just the EQ. You don't have to really get into the gain stage too much if you don't want. Tons of low end in this pedal, which in turn actually affects what's going on with the pre volume and the step gain. You can really get some crazy fuzz tones out of this thing. It also has a really usable high pass filter. It's modeled after the Neve 1073 microphone preamp, which, as any studio engineer will tell you, is probably the greatest preamp of all time. And what's cool about this is you can really like thin out your sound, get that telephone EQ effect. Which is really cool when you're in the studio, you're cutting tracks, you want something to really fit in and not take up too much track space, audio space, because you've got a bass you got to fit in there, you got drums, you've got keyboards, other guitars, vocals, all that stuff. So sometimes to be able to shape things in a certain way that maybe doesn't sound, super appealing by itself, but then in the track it really speaks. So that high pass is cool for that. For my purposes live, I never turned it on. Things also got XLR input and output, so you can actually run a microphone through it and use it as a recording device if you've got a kind of a low budget studio at your house. You're recording demos into a laptop or whatever. This thing is incredibly usable for that. I'm running it at 18 volts, which gives me a little more clean headroom. You can actually run it at 9 volts. It breaks up a little quicker. I'll get into the gain stage on it now. So you've got a selectable 5-band gain stage on there. Which is very dynamic, really reacts to your playing well. Then you've got this pre-volume, which you can go from clean chime to like just over the top fuzziness, which is so much fun to do. Then you can get into shaping it some. You can scoop your mids out if you want, and get a lot of low end to it. Really beefy sounds. I tend to run the bass pretty flat and just boost my mids and trebles a little bit. It's a great little overdrive pedal. You get tons of tones out of. So if you're looking for an all-in-one box that's super usable in any setting, I think that the JHS Color Box is a great way to go. Check them out. Yeah, you can find demos of them online, but you can find more demos of more pedals right here at prolessons.com.